I want us to discuss who should be wildcarding, should you wildcard, and in recent weeks I've been saying like don't wildcard, but it's honestly, in the end of the day, it's always team dependent, because your team could be in such severe, like, dire need of a wildcard, because you've also had to always use your transfers in the past few weeks. Like, I've actually got 2 free transfers going into game week 4. I know I'm definitely going to be using one, but you probably had to take out Palmer. You also probably now having to take out Cunha and probably even Sa, and dealing with all other different ones, like also Saka as well is injured, and you probably also had a Saliba. So in that case where your team has got a whole lot of injuries and it's going to take a number of hits for you to really restructure and even move money around, then yes, I'm like, cool, I think you can definitely take it. I totally understand why you would take it. I think if you're in a position where you can maybe take 1 hit, I don't like the idea of 2. But if you have to 2, just to gain that extra information. Remember, you're holding out on the wildcard because you're trying to get more information. For example, the window is just closed. So now you need to see how Isak is actually going to start fitting into the Liverpool squad, who's really going to be getting less minutes in the Premier League, and who's going to be getting more minutes in Europe. And talking about Europe, that goes with every other team that is within Europe as well, and seeing what their actual performance is when it comes to the actual weekend of the Premier League. Because again, you know, one is rotation is really unpredictable already with Europe coming up, so you want to see which players you're going to be picking. And 2, even if you are picking those players who are making it into the squad in the weekend, are they performing that well? You know, so then you need to start considering, like, okay, maybe I should actually start picking assets that don't have midweek games, like Man United, Bournemouth as well, which are teams. Bournemouth, I definitely prefer it, but Man United is like, again, it's one of those things where information through more weeks, which we watch the game weeks, will begin to tell you more and more that, you know what, Mbeumo's actually a better pick than a Cunha or a Seshko, or maybe a Brooks is a better pick than Semenyo as well. So that's really the only reason why you would hold out on a wild card, is just to get that extra information. And the fact that a beautiful window really becomes game week 7, when fixtures start to turn for like Arsenal as well.